Rain, and you're on Scrapyard Pirate's Life. We're still working on our mobile base. We're going to get this thing. We're going to get it figured out, and we're going to get it mobilized. We just haven't gotten there yet. But that's okay. We've got the large refinery in place. We're going to have it 3 grids high with a roof over it. Haven't decided exactly how I want to do the sides, honestly. I was kind of leaning towards doing like a... Oh wow, got kill satellites coming all over the place right now. Huh. So I was thinking about, well, honestly, we have our doorway here, and I want to take it out just a bit more. So let's go ahead and get some more structure in place. We're going to do some light armor plate in the small grid square like that. Only because I want to bring it up a level, you see. And I want to be able to take it out so that we can get where we're going to put the gate. The other thing is I really hope that this turns out not to be too heavy, which is another concern of mine. Simply because it's going to need to be lifted out of here, which is a concern, actually. So before we go any further, we might want to check under the undercarriage here and see what we got going on. That's the thing. We want to have it be able to be transportable. Well, this may be kind of tricky for us to do. We could do it, but it might be kind of tricky. And the other trick is actually going to be getting down into here to get it too, which could be problematic. Huh. Well, in that case, it might be better. We might be better served building it in place here than the other. Yeah, that's true. We might be better served doing that. So let's go ahead and all right. Alright, so we make this. Alright, so that's going to be the locking part. Alright. So we're going to need to set this up with a merge block, but we can't do the merge block right on the actual ship. So that being the case, we're probably going to need to set up a merge block here, and then we'll have the entry point here, and then we'll have the conveyor location here. And that is probably our very, very best bet, because we've got to extend it out so it doesn't actually merge with the ship. So that being the case, we're going to go ahead and set up, well, we need a conveyor junction here, okay. Now, we need... Now I know there's two. There's one right there. But I also happen to know there's another one over here. And we are going to take this conveyor connector. And there's nothing in that cargo container, so we're going to wait and add that to the mix as well. But see, now we're going to put this connector. Now this connector here is going to get moved because we don't want any kind of interference with that. But that's okay because we can do that and it'll be okay. Alright, now we got that in place. Now we're going to go ahead and set the merge block here. A lot of pieces parts. So many pieces parts. Alright, so that conveyor is going to actually get moved. You're going to hook that thing up over here, actually. We'll put it right here. Let's go ahead and get in there. Control. And we're going to go thruster. Alright. Now let's see here. Alright, let's see. Small batteries, fully depleted. Okay, battery. Auto. Alright. This should allow us to get munitions as well, which is actually really nice. So this could be definitely an improvement for this vessel. Yeah, I like that. Okay, where's my little ship? I do like my little ship with its little stubby Gatling gun. There we go. Now we're going to go back to control panel. I'll call this flight. Alright, so that moves you forward, so that allows me to do the work I need to do here. For now, we're going to go ahead and close this up. But in the future, it will be unenclosed. But for now, patching it up. Alright. Alright, let's see here. The bats are up and bats are moving around, so that means we gotta go up here and do some work. Yeah, see that'll fit, it should fit nicely within that little pocket right there, hopefully. That would be really good. So in order to fit that into this pocket, which would be accommodating just about any starship, we're gonna want to have, let's see here. So we're gonna be looking at 3, 6, 9, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm just sitting here thinking about this. And the amount of space we have compared to what we've got. Now we're looking at 2. And that there is 4, is 5 and 6. I'm thinking 10 long, but if we do 10, that could present a problem. Watch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That takes it right to the edge. But, you know, it ain't nothing but a thing. And that is 10 as in, yeah, okay. Now we might have to take a load off of the back end here too. Just depends upon how things go and turn out. But I'm pretty confident it's going to be crazy.
Meteor storm inbound.
Of course there is. Oh my goodness. Why does it always have to be a meteor storm? Okay. Let's zip down here and see what else we got. Alright, a few more things, not much. But could be enough to turn the tide and get things built that we need to get built, so. Alright, up we go. Motors. The constant issue of the motor. Well, we do have a few of those. Don't think it's a problem. Well, let's drop those, and not gonna need that. Alright. Yeah, that'll work nicely. Alright, let's go ahead and get that in place. I'm thinking, gotta get an assembler in here. And I think a good spot to put it is right there. Just run it straight off the, oh crap, I can't even think what it's called. Straight off the assembler. I think that's brilliant, actually. I also think we need this gate, and we need to get it in place. Alright, cool. And that sets the T-square up with the angle square in. And there's a little bit of room in there. Might be able to fit a small vehicle. Hard to say. Let's see here. Production. Alright, cool. And then we could have our full air vent right here as well. That'll solve in the blocks on that corner. Solve in the block on that side. And then still leaves a pipe to go places. Which I think I think we're going to use this right here to assist with that gate. Yeah, that works out nicely. And then while we're up here, let's go ahead and see what other stuff. We got just a regular door, we'll do that later. Alright. Even though I don't know that we'll pick it up, I have a feeling it's going to be dropped. Or not dropped, but it's going to be set up by... Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, I want to be able to be in a good position with this thing. So, I think that we better put battery nests over here, and let's do these sides at an angle so they come up it right along there. Yeah, that'll work real nice. Yep. Alright, so we've got the gate already in place. Let's go ahead and hit it with that. Alright. And then... yeah. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. Not much. Not much to go on.
Energy low.
Okay.
Energy low.
I have a bosun seat on here somewhere. Alright, you have a seat here. Okay, so we're gonna have to install it upside down, I guess, or at very least via the merge block directly into the below the ship. That way we can be absolutely sure it's attached. So that's going to change things a little bit. Yeah. It also makes it so that we best not get attacked, because that would really make for a bad day. Yeah. There's a little bit more to it than what we originally thought, but that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get all the parts we need for the thing we're going to do here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that needs that. I'm going to dump this. And we don't need that. I'm pretty sure we're going to need probably 100 of those. A few of those. A bunch of those. Alright. Alright, so now let's see here. Alright. I think we're gonna get, let's see here. I think we're gonna do, well, you know what we could do? Until we figure it out, we could just run a series of blocks straight down the front. I mean, that does the trick right there. Yeah, that would work. Hey, thanks for watching. Do like a heavy armor block. And we're going to be 3 high. And that is going to be in a block above. We'll have this ridge that runs along the top. So I think, but if we're going to do that, we could actually do it straight up. So that could be the ceiling. That's that, that's that. So that brings us down to the bottom here, which is going to be a half block. Okay. So. So we bring that straight down. So we take it out to 5. Which means this is going to definitely be in the way, but we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and take it out to 5. 1, 2, 3. Huh, I would have thought it wouldn't have gone far enough. But it held it together just close enough. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously. that sets us up pretty good. It is fairly long though, and broad. This is interesting because this could provide with manufacturing facilities too, and storage, which would be really good. Alright, one thing we're gonna do. Where's that fighter of ours? Well, I suppose ice is kind of an important thing, I guess. Uh-oh. Okay. Oops. Ah, that was a genius move. Really good. Brilliant, actually. Let's not fly into the rocks this time. Where do we fall into it? Over there somewhere. I do like those utility shuttles, and maybe one day I'll actually get one, but not today. Alright. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to drop off these because we don't need those. No. We do need, however, is steel plates. Now, odds are I'm not going to need the entire thing, but it's good to know that I've got some resource to do work with here, so that's always good to know. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a work. See, the idea here is we're going to get this grid all done, and then we're going to transfer everything down below up here and make sure I have it positioned correctly. That is another challenge all by itself. Alright, now that I have the attention of this situation, we gotta go about getting our stuff in position. So, So we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, man. get that gate in place. Alright, gate is in place. Alright, cool. Yeah, we could fit that actually directly ahead of it. I like that idea. Opposite the bay. But it might be better off actually putting the refinery and all the other storage opposite it in the center. Balance out the weight. That might actually be smarter. More reasonable. Yeah, that's what I think we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and jump down here. Let's go ahead and get this in position. Let's go ahead and set it over here. Alright, now, on this side is where we'll put the assemblers, the cargo pods for different things. We have a whole bank of cargo pods. And then, or we could stick the H2O2 gen on this side, actually. Actually, that makes more sense. Uh-oh. I got another. Yeah, that makes more sense. So H2O2 gen gonna go here. Yeah, that would work. We could put the air tank there. Yeah, that works out really nicely. Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah, we still have to set up the other stuff though, but I think this is going to be really good just the way it is. I think that we should be able to work this out just fine. Get this one down in here. I'll put that right there. Alright.
Energy critical.
Alright. Well, life support is being criticalized, so I think we're going to call this an episode now that life support's running low. We're going to go ahead and head back up to the Lupus, and next episode we're going to get that thing done. I'll have a design in mind, we'll get everything all placed up, and it'll be all good. But until then, keep it safe and keep on building, and I'll see you next time. We got that a whole bunch more to come, so I look forward to seeing you here. Thanks. Bye.